I've just seen something that is insane.
I like this a lot.
What's going on?
I just took some wallpaper off. There was a little hole already in the wall. The hole's turned into a really big hole.
Day 5, I think it is. We finally got rid of the occupants that were here before. They've finally gone, and Toby is cleaning the back garden paving. You can see how much dirt's there. Going to do the driveway here as well. Rue is stripping paper and cleaning cat poo off of the skirting boards, and I am going to attempt to trim back some of the trees so at least it gets the house a chance to breathe. Wow. You went a bit mad with the mud there. Do you want some goggles?
Yes, please.
I'll go get. So you. Let's have a look. You got a bit of grit in your eye or something. Leaving bags of compost against the walls. Probably. And there's a bloody root growing out there. Look. Oh, ridiculous. And this is no good, is it? You've literally got a bloody tree growing out the side of the house. I can't see that doing foundations any good. Just remove anything that's up against the house. So at least there's no damp being just gathered up there. Okay, so we're going to start cutting back some of these trees because they're sort of encroaching on the house and blocking a lot of the light. We're not going to be able to cut obviously the massive tree down, but I'm just going to try and cut some of the low branches down now. Got to be safe.
Got a big chainsaw too. Definitely safe.
Yeah, really safe going on a ladder with a chainsaw. Timber!
Lord! Yep, still recording. Oh, there it goes. Friday the 16th, Daddy Chainsaw Massacre. The saw in the stone. Only worthy can pull it out.
After Toby had spent far too long inventing film puns, we were finally on a roll. It wasn't long before we'd managed to cut down a lot of branches.
See this?
Yeah. Cool. Have you jammed the thing? After that close encounter, Toby looked at other means to break up the branches. Let's just say it didn't go to plan. Yay! You did it!
Meanwhile, I was busy pulling off wallpaper. Luckily, the previous owners were as good at applying wallpaper as they were at moving out the house.
It's the most easiest wallpaper strip I've ever seen.
It's because it's the most badly...
That probably took the whole day to fit. You did it in like literally real time. I let Rue carry on taking her anger out on the wallpaper, and instead Toby and I tried figuring out what colour the kitchen should be.
So let's say
Like they actually think they would get choice over the colour. Well, if I had to choose between the two, Hamilton.
Oh no, it's a draw. So now it's either Lola Pits.
I would actually go Park Life. So we discovered this really great website called DIY Kitchens, and I went on there and found that I could order samples, which was really useful to help visualise how everything would look put together. The quality is really good. So we originally wanted the dark green, and then I didn't really love the dark green on the virtual reality from Ren, but I think that was more the quality of just the image of it. So then I was thinking oak, but then we saw real oak kitchens at Grand Designs, and so this feels cheap by comparison. Even though it looks nice and the colour's nice, it feels like a very painted fake version, so I'd rather not have that. Then I've got this, which I thought was going to be more of a sage colour, but it's actually just a light grey. So don't love that because I'm not a fan of greys. Sorry if anyone is. I like the dark charcoal, but my original thinking was that the island could be dark charcoal if the rest of it was oak as a contrast. But as I don't like the oak, the dark grey charcoal doesn't work. So back to dark green, because that's actually really nice. It's a really lovely shade of green and the quality is really good. And that with the gold, I think, is really classy. Then I ordered some work surface samples. I particularly like this one because it's got the marbly effect that I like, but it's got sort of the warmth in it which picks up the gold, which I think will look really nice.
Okay, I'm just looking at the front of the house and I'm looking at this tree here. And I'm just thinking, it actually is nice, it makes a nice shape and it looks good. But the problem is that it's going onto the roof, it's causing some tiles to get loose, there's moss growing there. So I'm thinking, as nice as it is, I'm going to cut that back, and I think I can do that myself. You look at the way the branches are, the very tips are just there, but the weight of the branches will probably fall down into the driveway, I hope. Yeah, I've just seen something that is insane. Yeah, look, take a look and see if you can spot anything in that tree that could be important.
Important? Positively or negatively?
Important in positively for the house, but negatively in the fact that it's in the tree.
Oh, in the tree?
This tree up here.
Internet.
Oh, is that the telephone cable? Running right through the tree?
And look where it is from the branch, how it's pulling it.
Great.
So it means that it will lose telephone if it breaks. I'm going to have to cut that branch down. I was just saying about cutting all those branches down because even as nice as it is, it's right over the house, isn't it?
Yeah, they need to go. I'm conscious that they should be done by a professional,
No.
so you don't kill the tree.
Might kill the trees. It's got loads of branches up there as well.
No, but it's a technique, isn't there?
Yeah, it's called the Peter technique. Toby,
What? What do I have?
I've just discovered something really creepy.
Look. Where? Is that a doll shoe? Where's there a shoe there?
I don't know.
There's a shoe.
Roo, there's a shoe.
There's a shoe. A random child's shoe.
That's creepy.
We're going to go to Ikea now and we're going to check out some beds and cool stuff for Toby's room. As much as I hate walking around Ikea, it was great to get inspiration and ideas. We particularly like their kitchen units and storage solutions. What's Toby?
So you place it down, then you put whatever drink you want on it.
That's pretty cool.
Simple thing, just when you open, the light comes on. Oh yeah, look at that. I like this a lot.
Happy folder. Look at the happy folders. Happy. Someone's added their own little piece of artwork to it.
Hate this place.
There you go.
The one thing I didn't like was their queue. Luckily, I found a way of avoiding the boredom while queuing. After running out of toys, I came up with another great source of entertainment. You reckon number 2?
I don't know.
Toby, what check out? You reckon number 4? I'm going to go with 8. I was just saying 8. So, come on 8. Come on 8. It's going to be 5 or 9. Oh, so close. I think I should win because I was the closest. And so after half a day of troping around Ikea, we came back with a white zip-up wardrobe, a Billy bookcase, a toy husky and some mustard pickle. Just glad we didn't end up with an octopus.
I decided to pull up the disgusting cat-stained self-adhesive tiles, and to my delight I discovered original red brick tiles. Unfortunately they were covered in glue, so I got to work cleaning them up. This proved to be a bit of a waste of time, as you will see in later videos.
I also discovered some more in the bathroom and toilet. I'm about to start the steaming, and I told Rue about the red tiles, and within about 5 minutes she was on it. And yeah, you've already done it. Don't mess about. Yeah. Okay, might need a bit of cleaning up.
I'll paint them that colour.
Okay.
Cheers.
Cheers.
To a new age.
To a new age and a new home. After a hard day, it was time to hit the sack. Little did we know how hard things were going to get.
I discovered a new guilty pleasure, steaming off the biggest bits of wallpaper in one go.
This and this and this bit done. How long? About an hour?
Yeah.
Wallpaper's come off really nicely actually, which is good. It's the stubborn bits behind the radiator. I think it's where it dries. It's a lot harder to get rid of. Toby's been helping out loads. He's doing loads of work right now.
So we were full steam ahead, literally, at stripping wallpaper when there was a knock at the door, and it was my gorgeous oldest daughter Phoebe and future son-in-law Charlie with my grandpuppy Doris.
Thank you very much. Oh, you're getting underway.
Obviously, this is a project. Yeah. Hi Charlie.
First question, what is the smell alright? What smell? Yeah?
Oh, I'm sorry.
It's
that's the right
a
answer.
tiny bit fusty.
Yeah.
But
it was
all
really
go
bad.
once you've painted and once you've done all of that.
And it's normal, like fusty smell.
It's been cleaned, and
like
then
cat
I
pee.
went over it again with bleach all around the corners and everything yesterday.
Yeah.
And I think
no weed.
Yeah, I think it's definitely
just got rid of the weed. So after the welcome break and the tour, it was back to the grindstone, or the steamer in this case. So the whole of the hallway now, well, pretty much has been done, and in that we've got rid of all the old wallpaper. So we're still debating on, should we get rid of this wallpaper up here, which I think we should. The ceiling I think is okay, but I think we should so it matches. But obviously we've got so much to do anyway. And then we're just tackling the living room now. The problem with the living room is it's a different type of paper and it's been really stubborn. So I decided to try the scoring technique, which in theory would allow the steam to get behind the paper. After spending around 5 minutes scraping off the top layer, I concluded that it was a really bad technique as the paper came apart in little sections rather than nice large strips. We decided the traditional steaming was the best method for the top layer, and after switching off the electrics and removing any obstacles, we got down to business and stripped the whole wall. The top layer removed, it was now time to try and figure out the best way to remove the bottom layer.
Hello, and welcome to my completely non-scientific way of demonstrating what is better for removing your undercoat type stuff of wallpaper. Steam or chemical? None. What is better? Pretty good. Look at that. One thing I do find is that if there's like polyfiller, that sucks in the moisture, same with the steamer, it sucks in the moisture, and that's always more difficult to get off. But if it's just the normal plaster behind, it comes off nicely. Look at that. I would actually say the steamer, which is good as the chemical, as long as you put enough steam on it. So let's try none. Yeah, no, none is definitely not good. If you want to spend a bit more time with the steamer, you can get as good enough job as with the chemical-based sponge. So that concludes my scientific experiment, or non-scientific experiment really. But basically steam or chemicals work well. If you don't soak it, it's a nightmare, which was pretty obvious really. In fact, this whole thing was probably a waste of time. Okay, so what we've discovered is when you're scraping the paper, we've done all those experiments with the steamer and the chemicals, but what we've actually discovered is using this one here, this scraper here, actually...
We discovered?
Oh yeah, sorry, you discovered it. Yeah, we discovered that actually using this, you can actually scrape, look, well, you can scrape off the top layer really easily. Yeah, and then you don't get all the mess of the steamer as well. And then you can use the steamer or the chemical on the brown underneath. So, there you go, a little tip for the day.
After all the hard work, we finally decided to open the bottle of champagne.
Cheers.
It's only a week late.
Week and a half, nearly. My God, we've owned this house for...
Week and 1 day.
Yeah.
It's Thursday. No, week and 2 days.
Week and 2 days.
Well, week and
9
1.5 days.
9 days.
Yeah. Woo!
Cheers.
Yeah. Cheers. And we've done sod all so far.
We've done loads.
Well, just strip the wallpaper over some bits.
And I love this toilet. I'm sorry, but I really love this toilet for the downstairs toilet. This one, but with gold.
Go in here.
Yeah.
This toilet. So we've got our champagne. We're going to have our new wallpaper scrapers, and we'll see how much we can get done. It's about 10 o'clock at night now, but we're going to keep going. I'm not sure if it was the champagne, tiredness, or me just being a clumsy idiot, but it was at this point that I managed to slip my wrist with a brand new razor sharp scraper. Luckily it didn't cut that deep. After making a DIY bandage out of toilet paper and some masking tape, we carried on.
We got into a good system. I would take the top layer of paper off and Peter would soak the bottom layer with water before scraping that off too. After several hours of climbing ladders, scraping walls, we'd finally removed all the wallpaper. Next stage, apply wallpaper, or so we thought.